I remember when we started, we were 3, right?
Oh, it was 3 of you?
Yeah, when we made the song Happy Days. So I don't care who is the lead singer. He knows that from the. Sometimes 2 of us go to the corner to write a same verse. Only you go sing this song. But the other guy would never admit to that because he wants to. I said no, but this voice is the lead voice.
Yeah.
So we have to allow this voice to make the group shine.
Swallow your pride.
So he calls me secretly to say, see what I have. I said, just record it. Let's go. So it was a big problem for the third person.
We have problems, but we still sort it out. Like when you think about how it all started, there's no need to, have this ego, because most of the group you see out there is the ego that make them separate.
Yeah.
I went to Nigeria to sign them, to bring them to America.
Yeah.
Then when I saw them, they were like little kids. Because, they look big on TV.
Yeah,
so I was expecting to see like some giants.
Who are these children?
They look like high school kids. So I was like, are you sure you guys can you guys travel?
I remember.
Or do you need to travel with your parents?
Can we travel? 2009, between August, September, it was very big in Enugu.
Yes.
Okay. It was very big in Anambra. But nobody knew Yori Yori in
Lagos.
We came to Lagos feeling like one superstar. I said, we never hear your song. I mean, he can annoy the crap out of me. I can annoy the crap out. But still, you see us the next day. Oh yeah, guy, that's what happened yesterday. How we go take sort them out.
Simple.
And
as it should be.
We've been to some shows. I will never forget. There are some we went to Equatorial Guinea. That time my guy had like 30 packs. When he was performing,
I don't
he just did the shit like this. All the girls, I became like the backup singer.
But let me tell you, even when I had this 80 packs, safe. Look, in the same scenario, there are people that preferred Smash.
100%.
Whatever you say, even if you like, I have Ronaldo pack. They don't care. They just want the fair one.
The crazy part was the song we wanted to record with Wizkid was Looking at You.
Oh man,
we've already finished recording the song. We had the first verse, the second verse. So what we did was we created a space for him in the middle.
Okay.
So we finished the last verse. We sent the song to him, and he listened to it and like, where do I come in? And I don't finish the song now. Do you understand? He's now said, I have a different idea. Can we come to the house? Let's just work on it. Before we even come, Wizkid said we should give him like 5 minutes with Mastercraft. Next thing we came back and we just heard, I've been thinking of you. I was not saying after that, you guys will now do Yori Yori. I said, okay, just leave that one to us. Let's find something.
Whose side are you on? Is it Peter, Paul, or Jude? I want to know.
The thing is, we can never be on any side, but I will say, if you ask me as an in-house, I will say that problem is spiritual. Because the last time I met Paul, I told Paul, I said, this is not normal. This your problem with your brother is spiritual. And Paul said yes. That was in Atlanta. Because if you know how close these guys were and how they work, you feel so bad looking at what is going on today. Jude was part of P Square. Paul, P Square, Peter, they love that brand with so much passion. If you see where the person that does a lot of work for their stagecraft is Peter. If you see where Peter is building the stagecraft, you'll be like, this one is not a human being.
Jude was more like he loved those boys with everything in him. He protected them. You remember? He protected them with everything. We brought them on top, but we didn't really have access to
the boys.
He protected those boys with everything. He made sure that everything on that rider was provided. It wasn't like, Jude is my friend too. We sit down and we chit chat. But when it comes to his brothers, his business. He doesn't play with them. At some point, he had cancer. And that kind of put a hold in you guys' career for a minute. What really happened?
The people around me, they showed me love, because it was like this. We had like a planet was still there, and we had our manager Nazi, and then with Smash, normally we make money, we share, and everybody will keep theirs. But they had to bring all those money together and took me to the hospital.
Wow. Welcome back to the Afrima podcast, where we are crossing boundaries with music. My name is Elim Jimbo. I'm your host, and we have Mr. Big in the house, and most importantly, the best duo that Africa has ever offered.
Yes, sir.
Bracket in the house.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I.
Welcome to the Freema Podcast, guys. Thank you. And I want to kick this off by, first of all, thanking you guys for giving us great music, great tunes,
Thank you.
great vibes.
Thank you.
And I want to get right to the point. The longevity. How have you guys done it? How?
Well, we were just talking about it before we started. Like, nowadays, you see talent, Okay, let me start from the back.
Okay.
Me and Smash, musicians then, we came with real talent.
Okay.
Do you understand? And that's why we last. You understand? And right now, I don't think it's like that anymore. People go viral for one video, for one thing, and then they fade out. Because there are a lot of people out there. And then this technology, this internet, because it's everywhere, that's why you see these people. Before, it's very difficult to find this talent because, what do you call it? Social media. I don't think it is big.
Okay.
Then, so right now, social media is everywhere. They have different, they have TikTok, they have Instagram, they have. Okay, Facebook is old.
Like us. Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's why you see a lot of this talent. It's not like that. It wasn't like that before.
Okay.
Yes.
How about you, Smash? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, the longevity has to do with originality.
Okay.
Because these days, some people, they don't stick to their sound.
Okay.
I will use us as an example, and I use a Flavor as an example too. Because if you listen to Flavor, this is Flavor for the rest of his life.
Okay.
He never changes for nobody. He keeps doing that same thing.
Exactly.
And then when we want to record, even if we are trying to do a fast tempo, you still hear that bracket thing inside of it.
The melody.
Yeah, that melody, that originality is what keeps people going. But these days, someone, this person with this style, the next minute is switching, rapping, doing different kinds, just confusing you as a fan. You don't even know where.
Bipolar music.
I'm telling you. So at the end of the day, you don't even know which one to follow, because some people love you because of a particular sound, and that's exactly what they want to keep hearing.
I love that. What's your sound? What's your lane?
The sound. Look, they call it Afrobeat.
Okay.
But I remember, we've been to shows in Caribbean island, like Suriname, St. Martin's, because they love the sound.
Okay.
So when you listen to their music, and listen to our music, it sounds alike. That kind of Spanish kind of feel. Do you understand? I remember, like Yori Yori, me and Smash, we used to dance it like this.
But they actually, the truth is, most times we listened to a lot of all these old francophone musicians like Billy
that one as
Abel,
well.
Okay.
Yes.
Papa Wemba, a whole lot of them, and we were focused on their Zouk sound.
Okay.
So when we make music, if you listen to Zouk, it sounds mostly like what we did, especially me and you, Yori Yori,
And that song, Chop Kiss, is
exactly.
That's one of my favorite songs.
Those are like Zouk sound. But at the end of the day, why is Afrobeat and we still call it Afro High Life some way is we infuse that Afrobeat culture in it. That's our pidgin, that's our Igbo language. Yeah, you still have that sound infused in it.
Mr. Big A, let's hear from you.
My thing is, who came up with that song? Who wrote that song, Yori Yori?
I did.
Of course, you are looking at them. Both of us wrote
No,
that
the thing
song.
is, he started with it.
Okay.
So I will never forget. So I remember that time he was
Oh,
in
boy.
IMT, I was in UNS.
Wait,
Man,
wait,
man was
yeah.
hungry. Man was hungry.
So he was, I just came to his house. So he was outside, shirtless, with one baggy knicker. We were just gisting. He said, "Come, listen to this thing I'm doing." So he was just doing only well. So at the end, Yori Yori would just come in like one small place. I said, I love this sound, but let's keep advancing it. We started writing on it, pushing. So I took it to my school. So one of our friends listened to it, and the guy said, "See, forget all this and all that. Make that Yori Yori constant."
Really? So
It's a
somebody
strange
advised
word.
you?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I went back to Enugu. I said, "Oh, look at what he said." I was even thinking about the same thing, and that was it.
And that
Man,
song,
that was
song,
it.
that
I don't-
song,
it's a divine song.
That song just took Africa by storm.
It's a divine
They had
song.
weeks they call Yori Yori food, Yori Yori.
Wait,
cars, Yori Yori. Yeah,
Yeah,
everything
they
was
have
Yori
meat.
Yori.
Let me
They
make
call
it
Yori
clear
Yori.
now, because some people thought that that Yori Yori meant something, like it's a language or something. No, it's a made up word, my brother.
Just imagine if Yori Yori blew up today.
Oh
Just
my
think about
God.
it. Imagine if Yori Yori.
A social media era.
If
I won't be here.
No,
now. I'll be in my mind shop.
if Yori blew up today, I'm done with one album. One album is good.
But I don't know, because I think the longevity is different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it could blow up today, then people move on. Because
True that.
a new cat is going to be trending.
Let me
tomorrow.
tell you, that's the thing. Do you know that people, even the new ones, that nobody, made them listen to Yori Yori,
They
when
listen
they
to
heard it, they like it.
Yeah.
It's an old music,
Yeah.
but they
song is
like
old.
it.
Funny, the crazy thing is we've been to like this America, we've been to some shows with Big A and some other places we went to.
Yeah.
And I see kids of let's say 14 years, 16 coming to take pictures. I'm like, how? How? They say my father always plays that to me. I say,
Yeah.
okay, that's beautiful.
So that's an
And,
evergreen song.
Yeah, it gives me joy to see that, oh, these kids know this song.
It's not just they know it, like they sing
sing
it.
it,
What
sing
is
it,
word.
yeah.
And they don't even know what it means.
And one more question I have to ask is this: like in Africa, we've had boy bands, we've had groups, but they never ever last. Just for instance, the P Square. You guys are very close friends to them,
Yeah.
their family, and I don't. What is that magic? What is that thing that have kept you guys together this long? Because whether you like it or not, there has to be some kind of rivalry sometimes. Maybe sometimes
and
you go to shows.
downs,
Maybe you go to shows sometimes. Some of the girls are looking at you. All the girls want you. All the girls want you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
sometimes people, even the fans, will
Family.
find a way to
Yeah.
create some kind of controversy between
Exactly.
the two. What has really kept you guys together?
To me, I think is like knowing how we started, knowing where we came from. Because if we have problems, but we still sort it out. Like when you think about how it all started, there's no need to like have this ego, because most of the group you see out there is the ego that make them separate.
Okay.
So you need to swallow it. You need to hide it somewhere, throw it. As long as
Exactly.
you know how you started,
Yeah.
don't worry. Everything, because it's always like these, two heads are better than one.
True
Yeah,
that.
facts.
True
You know?
that.
It's always like that.
And to buttress the point, like what he's saying, I remember when we started, we were 3, right?
Oh.
It was 3
And-
of you.
Yeah, when we made the song Happy Days. So
Oh wow.
my thing is for the group to be heard,
Yeah.
right? I don't care who is the lead singer. He knows that from the sometimes 2 of us go to the corner to write a same verse, only you go sing this song. But the other guy would never admit to that because he wants to I said no, but this voice is the lead voice.
Yeah.
So we have to allow this voice to make the group shine.
Swallow
But-
your pride.
So he calls me secretly to say, see what I have. I said, just record it. Let's go. So it was a big problem for the third person. He didn't understand that, okay, before you have built a group, there should be a lead singer.
Lead singer, yeah.
There should be a lead voice.
Yeah.
So that's how we started working together. And when you start working with someone, you guys understand each other. I mean, he can annoy the crap out of me. I can annoy the crap out. But still, you see us the next day. Oh yeah, guy, that thing what happened yesterday. How we go take sort them out?
Simple.
And
As it should be.
we've been to, like what you said, we've been to some shows. I will never forget. There are some we went to Equatorial Guinea. That time my guy had like 30 packs. He just, when he was performing,
flexing.
I don't
when he was
big
performing, he
up
just,
now,
he just
nothing.
did his shirt like this. All the girls, I became like the backup singer. Like, what's going on here? So it happens, and some places we'll go to, and you have more fans attracted to the fair one.
Yeah.
Attracted. So it doesn't get to our head. I think at some point I've had one lady in one particular event ask me, everybody want to go to your friend's room. How do you feel about it? I said, no, how do you feel about it? Not me. Do you understand? So you're trying to instigate something else that will make you start feeling like, oh man, everybody wants him. Okay, no problem. We have to go our separate ways. I need to show myself. Nah. Nobody really cares as long as the group is dishing out what they like.
Exactly.
They don't care who sings better, who doesn't sing better. No.
They like
but,
the group.
but let me tell you, even when I had this 80 packs, Seth, look, in that the same scenario, there are people that preferred Smash.
100%.
Whatever you say,
sang.
even if you like, I have see Ronaldo pack. They don't care. They just want the fair one.
This reminded me of something.
So that's what basically
there was a time there some ladies they came to take picture. They pushed him out.
Of course, you and your body get out.
I said no. I was kept on dragging him.
It happens like that.
Yeah,
And
man.
another point is you don't listen to people.
Exactly.
You know, like I think a lot of groups are not together today because of what they hear outside.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, and if you buy into that, and then you're bringing problems to yourself and your group.
Yeah.
The best thing to do is, even if whenever you listen to them, but make sure you go back to your family and sort things out yourself.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you guys have been, you were early in the scene when the Afrobeats was becoming more global. Right, you did your Yori Yori and all your other songs, and then somebody like Wizkid who's still trending now.
Yeah.
Girl. Tell me about that song, because that's one of the songs that even myself, I heard Wizkid the first time, and every time that song
I love
played,
that song. I love that
Now
song.
the crazy part was the song we wanted to record with Wizkid was
Looking at you.
oh my, no way.
That nigga is talented, man.
I love that song.
Looking at you. So when
My daughter loves that song.
we've already finished recording the song. We had the first verse, the second verse. So what we did was we created a space for him in the middle.
Okay.
So we finished the last verse. We sent the song to him, and he listened to it and like, where do I come in? And I don't finish the song now. Do you understand? He's now said, I have a different idea. Can we come to the house? Let's just work on it. That time Mastercraft was leaving, so I don't even know who Mastercraft was. So Banky kept on saying Mastercraft must produce a song.
Okay.
So if we have to work with Wizkid, so we went there. Before we even come, Wizkid said we should give him like 5 minutes with Mastercraft. Next thing we came back and we just heard, I've been thinking of you. I was not saying after that, you guys will now do Yori Yori. And then I said, okay, just leave that one to us. Let's find something.
We did everything that day.
We did everything that day. The whole
That
verses,
day.
the whole chorus, everything.
Wow.
So that's where I found out the kind of person Wiz is. Wiz doesn't like working from afar.
Okay.
If he wants to work with you, you guys must be in the same room. He needs to feel your energy.
Yeah.
And you guys had that day. We went to their house in the morning. We left there like almost 8 o'clock.
Wow.
Because we kept on vibing, enjoying ourselves. And then Banky kept on. No, I will never forget. Banky kept on talking about Mastercraft.
Mastercraft, yeah.
We need more. If you want to do another song, Mastercraft should produce.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you guys work with any more songs with Mastercraft?
Yeah, sure.
course.
A whole lot
Yeah.
of songs. Yes.
Oh, the guy is good.
Yeah.
He's good.
And talking about collaborations, you guys have had collaborations with the biggest in Africa. You have collaborations with Tiwa, you have collaborations with Diamond Platinum,
And the king himself,
DJ
Two-Face.
Arafat, Two-Face, Flavor, P Square. It's like your body of work is out of this world.
You know,
it's crazy.
to be honest, we had a song before Yori Yori is called Happy Day.
Yeah.
Good song. But Yori Yori, when it arrived, the whole Nigeria knew Yori Yori arrived. Even remember Smash, we promoted that song almost a year before it blew.
Who,
Yori
You
Yori?
remember? Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yori,
for real?
yeah, Yori
Yes.
Yori was I remember in 2009, August 2009, between August September, it was very big in Enugu.
Yes.
Okay.
It was very big in Anambra, but nobody knew Yori Yori in Lagos.
Lagos.
So
Oh.
we came to Lagos feeling like one superstar. I said we never
Nobody
hear
knows.
the song. So we went to I will never forget it. We went to a club,
Very humbling.
one club in VI. We were begging this DJ to play the song. The DJ played that song for only 2 minutes, and we gave this guy 20K cash that time.
The money wasn't the problem. Remember, we waited
We
for like 800
when
hours.
when the club was about to close, he just and then cut it off. And we're like, Oga, you just play this. He said he doesn't repeat song twice. Meanwhile, he has already played like 10 Dibaji songs.
Oh my God. It was frustrating.
I'm like, So I remember one guy I will never forget, DJ Snoop the Damager. When he heard the song, he said, see, all these ones we are doing radio promo. just right now, just go and shoot a video of this song, promote it, it will enter. And that was what we listened to. Immediately we shot that video, the song went viral. Yeah.
I remember the song was big here, very big enough. I came to Nigeria to look for him. Then you guys stayed in which state?
Yaba.
Yeah. I went to Nigeria to sign them, to bring them to America.
Yeah.
Then when I saw them, they were like little kids. Because they look big on TV.
Yeah,
so I was expecting to see like some giants.
Who are these children?
They look like high school kids. So I was like, "Are you sure you guys have? Can you guys travel?"
I remember.
Yeah.
Or do you need to come with your parents?
Can we travel?
I remember one of our friends then. His name is Bosky. He always stay with us, and then me and Smash we were like very very lean, and the guy was a woman. She said to Bosky, "I hope you feed them."
They were little, like very small, very little boys.
Yeah. Oh my God, it was crazy, man.
And then we did the work visa. Then we came to America for the first time.
Yeah,
we did like over
tour.
20 cities. It was a great experience. It was a different kind of experience. You know what I'm saying? Like Yori Yori was big then. Some cities was like really great. Some wasn't that great.
True,
but
true.
it was just.
We had a tour. We were together with Timaya.
It was
we
were on tour with Bracket and Timaya. So it was an experience.
Yeah.
See, that's why Yori opened doors for us. Even P Square, when they heard Yori, they had to invite us by themselves.
Wow. Yeah.
They had to invite us.
We had an encounter that time. But person don't hustle. We heard that P Square was coming to Enugu to perform. I told my guy, I said, I just booked a bus from Osoka straight. We went to that venue.
Yeah.
I personally, so we were 3 then, I remember. So, Jude, them, they were sitting. And I was talking to my guy. I said, look, we approach these people. I don't know. As they were contemplating, I just left. I went to Jude straight. I said, good afternoon, sir. Jude, they look at me like this.
Like, who's this guy?
Who's this guy? I'm like, we have a song. The name is Happy Day. He said, now when I sing that song, I said, yeah. So we were just talking. He said, you know what? Just keep walking. If the right song comes, we will call you guys. And that was exactly what happened.
That's what they did.
So when Yori became big, I don't know how Paul got my number. So Paul called me, say, you guys should come to the house tomorrow. It was like a Christmas.
Bro, those boys gave me my first whiskey.
Your first whiskey?
I never, it was only beer. I loved beer like crazy. Until we went to P Square, they gave me a smash whiskey.
But you guys still have a great relationship.
Yeah, 100%.
Of course.
So what do you guys think about the separation, the family issues? Whose side are you on? Is it Peter, Paul, or Jude? I want to know.
The thing is, we can never be on any side. But I will say one thing is, I'm closer to Paul than Peter. But I always go to Peter's house anytime I speak to Peter, he listens. But unfortunately, if you ask me as an in-house, I would say that problem is spiritual. Because the last time I met Paul, I told Paul, I said, this is not normal. Your problem with your brother is spiritual. Paul said yes. That was in Atlanta. Because if you know how close these guys were and how they work, you feel so bad looking at what is going on today.
Yeah.
Jude was part of P Square. Paul, P Square, Peter, they love that brand with so much passion. If you see where the person that does a lot of work for their stagecraft is Peter. If you see where Peter is building the stagecraft, you'll be like, this one is not a human being.
Yeah.
We went for a video shoot. Clarence Peters, that was a lingo. Peter danced for almost 2 hours. I'm not kidding.
Guy,
like
He's
the dancers that they brought
tired.
got tired before Peter.
Yeah.
Peter said, no, we've not gotten it. We must have to perfect it. And they start dancing a lingo. Those dancers were worn out.
Oh my God. The passion.
See, watching them dance, I was tired.
Honestly, I have never spoken about this publicly, but I still feel, I definitely believe that whatever you said is right. It's more than physical, it's spiritual.
Yeah.
Because remember when they were on tour here, when we did the American tour, we did Dallas and we did Houston.
Yes.
Jude was more like he loved those boys with everything in him. He protected them. You remember? He protected them with everything. We brought them on tour, but we didn't really have access to
the boys. Yeah.
He protected those boys with everything. He made sure that everything on that rider was provided. It wasn't like, Jude is my friend too. We sit down and we chit chat. But when it comes to his brothers, his business,
100%.
he doesn't play with them. And people also have to understand that when it comes to building an empire like that, it was just like you said, it was 3 of them.
Yeah.
Jude probably put in almost he dedicated his life to those, to that brand P Square. So people looking in from outside, the people they see are those boys that are singing and dancing on stage, but they don't know the kind of work that goes in behind closed doors.
Yes.
Even Jude was directed most of their videos.
Yes.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So people out here talking about, oh, Jude is this, Jude is that. Jude, honestly, Jude is still till date the best artist manager I've ever seen, because he made me understand that artists can have a structure. He built a structure around his brothers, and that structure really worked. Because we promoters, we're going to tell you, oh, this is too much, oh, we can't do this. But he stuck to his guns. Remember do you know when P Square started collecting $100,000 per show?
Yeah.
No, but nobody was.
Like nobody was. Back in the days,
and you couldn't argue.
back in the days, it was P Square. They were not, when you mention artists, they're not like artists.
Yeah, yeah,
They mention
yeah,
P Square is
yeah.
a different category.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it just breaks my heart that these brothers can't even find a way to come together and still give us some good
Do
music.
you know the amount of money they would have been making now?
Now,
together?
let's even like what Biggie is saying. Let's go back to the beginning, right? I remember from the beginning, Jude, all of them, they've told us this story so many times. They were P Square after Benson and Hades. When they started getting bigger, their fee that time was 500,000 naira. So, they kept on playing, and most times they are the biggest act that people wants to see. They were so hot, but they were still paying them 500,000 per show. So somebody called Jude to plead on behalf of Two-Face for a particular show, and that time they were saying that they are going to pay Two-Face 2 million, and then P Square they said 500. Jude said that was it, and he said if anybody is not paying any 1 million, we're not going. 1 month. 1 million naira, they will not come back. 2 months, they will not, almost the 2 boys, gas called their mama, say, hey, this guy wants to kill us in Lagos. And funny enough, one person paid that 1 million.
Wow.
And immediately they paid that 1 million, they moved to 2 million. Before you know, they were the first musicians that started collecting 7.5 million per show. Then, before it now moved to 10 million upwards, started collecting over 100,000 when they go to African countries.
You know that time, 100,000 is like $1 million then.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true.
Yes.
Yeah.
With
It
inflation.
was a lot of money.
Yes.
Yeah.
True.
It was a lot of money.
Yeah. True.
I love those boys. They inspired me and Smash. You understand? They helped us in their own way.
100%.
You understand? But what I would say is, like you said, that Paul admitted that their problem is spiritual. Okay, fine. But what about others? Jude and Peter.
You know why?
Are they going to admit
No,
it?
the thing is, you know why? Because we've been to, it's not like they are not telling me every day. Even before they had the first issue, we are in the house all the time. If you listen to Peter, listen to Paul, listen to Jude, you'll be so confused, you don't even know where to come in.
Wow.
So you start, it's like, okay, how can you guys solve it?
So yeah.
Do you understand? This person will tell you his own personal issue, personal issue. You don't even know.
Bro, see. I think they paid so much attention to what people says.
Yeah.
You see, forget about what people say. You are brothers. You know how you started this. You are twins, the twins, and then your brother. You lived in the same house for a long time. You know how you started. Then why are you going to pay attention to people, for Christ's sake?
Yeah. I feel like when brothers fight, they always have to leave that small room for reconciliation.
Exactly.
I feel like both of them, all of them, they've crossed the line.
They've crossed the line.
Imagine taking
All
your
of them.
brother to EFCC, getting your brother locked up. There's no more brotherhood.
Yeah.
So it's going to take the divine grace of God and intervention of God for them to ever get back together.
Exactly.
True that. The thing is, there's one saying, they say it in Igbo language. They said, Iwe nwanna de runo. It's what it means is that the anger of a brother doesn't get to the bone. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So no matter how angry you are, you
Shouldn't
want
get to the bone.
there are sometimes me and this one we go shout like I go to see pussycat. We shout, then the next day I might be the one to come and knock. Hey, how far? When are we doing?
But that's how it's supposed to be.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Maturity.
Can they do it? If they can do it, then their problem will be solved. Do you know what it called? Swallowing their pride.
Okay, let's say let's say Jude, Peter, Paul. If you guys are listening, just dig deep.
Yeah.
You know, there's a reason why you guys came from the same womb. There's a reason why you guys came from the same family. Just dig deep. Leave the pride. You know, leave whatever that has happened in the behind.
See,
the pride, the ego.
We are not fans, so and we are not happy the way things are going. Honestly, we're not happy.
And unfortunately, the ones that even pains me the most are the people that don't even know them from Adam, and they choose side. Now they will say, "Oh, Peter is this, Paul is this,"
and they don't even know nothing.
They don't even know this.
All what you see on social media, that's what you're judging them with. It's sad.
Even okay, you saw that video where Peter, you know, he was performing and then he paused the performance and then so he started talking to the crowd and blaming them for their problem. He said, "Yeah, you guys, you know, if you stop comparing me and my brother,
that doesn't sound right, though. But anyway, enough of P-Square. Let's get back to regular programming.
I want to ask you guys about the lowest point of your career.
Yeah, so before we even get to that, right? Like something Big A mentioned the first time he came to invite us for American show, and Two-Face already had something to do with Big A. And for that, well, we are even saying this thing. I want to actually give a very big shout out to Big A, for being the first person to bring a lot of musicians from back home to America.
Yep.
You know, his first show was meant to be with Timaya. Unfortunately, Timaya disappointed.
I know, he told us the story.
Which kind of dirty smelling America?
He told us the story.
So it was Two-Face that covered that, and then after that, Two-Face came to Nigeria. We were not even thinking of traveling to anywhere.
Okay.
All those African shows that we are doing in Nigeria, we are good with it. So we went to Two-Face's house. So we're about to record Yori remix. So after that, he now said, I have somebody in America that would like to invite you now. So no answer anybody call. Or if this guy call, answer and call. His name is Anderson. I say okay. And that was how we knew Big A.
Okay.
Yeah, it was true, because if Two-Face didn't say that,
you wouldn't.
No, we might not even go. Sir.
You know,
because that was a much respected person. We love Two-Face so much.
Of course, he's the king.
Yeah.
So that's the experience. Another thing. Talking about the experience, my brother, Two-Face, during the recording of Yori Remix, did not write one thing. He was in the studio, we brought the song, he listened to it, and he was just shaking his head. And now said, hey, let's flow. But so, he now did, like the first 4 standards. He wrote 1,000 flowers, bed of roses, Cupid stories. He now said, let's flow. He dropped the paper. Do you know that this guy, all those lyrics you're listening to, he flew from beginning to the end.
Gosh.
And when you listen to it, it was, oh my God. You would think that, where did this guy enter and write this thing for like two days? Just flew like that.
That's talent.
Wow.
Now the guy Two-Face is from another world.
You see why? Another thing that made us feature, most of these, big artists, our humility. Trust me. Like, yes, Two-Face. When we went to his house, he was sleeping. We had to wait for him, and then he woke up. He was happy to see us, and then we recorded. Like, there was no sign of impatience. We had to wait.
We did not just go to his house. Remember, we pursue him, go Abuja. We go different areas.
Wow.
So I think he was in Abuja. He was not saying, that job, we go record that,
See, there's nothing like, we did Yori Yori, we are big. No, we even had to go to Flavor in First Stack.
Yeah.
To feature him.
No. Our first place was Anima Sharon Street. I went there personally for Beautiful Baby now.
Okay, yes.
That was where we recorded it.
Beautiful Baby, yes.
Later, we didn't even tell him to come to that. We went to him. Wizkid, we went to Wizkid.
Yes.
Went to back.
But like one thing with you guys is that you guys are really, really humble, and most artists are not as humble as you guys.
Get to your head.
I'm telling you, but I feel like among all the artists I've worked with, you see, you guys and Two-Face are the most humble artists. And it really pays in the industry to be humble,
That's
because
true.
you create relationships even on your way up. You maintain those on your way down. Those guys,
Exactly.
those
Right there.
relationships are the ones that
That relationship will help you.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yes,
So
yes.
for the upcoming artists, like, what do you have to tell them? Because it seems like right
See,
now, once they drop one hit
Upcoming
song,
artists, you drop one song, you go viral. Don't forget there will always be a rainy day. Do you understand? And your humility will help you on your rainy day. Do you understand? See, no matter, even if you are raining everywhere, go to Jamaica, go to America, and you're big there, don't forget that one day another person will replace you.
Yeah.
No matter, you can't run away from me. You can't be there forever. So you meet people, you mind how you treat people. Don't dupe anybody, don't take show money and then you eat it, and then because people, they see internet's no, they hide anything. No. One day they will show you what you did.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So you have to be careful. I have made a lot of mistakes. I have, but I'm trying to learn. I'm human. So you, the young ones out there, don't make too much mistake. We are human. We can make mistake, but don't make too much mistake. Respect people. Respect. Nobody is God.
So I think my advice to the young ones is just don't be carried away, because you're just here for a short time.
Really?
It's not gonna get. There's a point you get to, those people that you don't really value might be of a big value to you. Because I think what happens is that when a musician makes a hit song, 1, 2, 3, the next thing maybe you start looking at a Davido or start looking at a Wizkid or a Burna Boy, like who the hell are they? I'm there now. So maybe some of them might even want to have a collaboration with you, and you just be doing. You won't even answer their call. You won't even respond to their message.
True.
You know. But don't forget that these people that you're doing this to have been in the industry for over 20 years and counting. How old are you in the industry? Or just 2 or 3 years, and you feel like you're the biggest? Nah.
Yeah.
And you know the crazy thing in Nigeria right now, we have musicians blowing every year.
Every
New
day,
musicians every day. So you can't, no matter how big you think you are, it's not gonna be there forever.
See, look, this is the point I wanted to make. When we go for a show and then they ask, okay, how many songs are you doing? And me and Smash will say like, okay, let's just do 10 songs. Some would now look like, okay,
You have
10
10
songs. They will
You
look
have
at
10.
it like that. But yeah, then one album can take you for 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
Then,
Yeah.
do you know why? Because at least 5 or 6 of the songs from that album is a hit. Do you understand?
Yeah, yes.
Right now, people can
One
release
song.
one song and they are okay with it.
And don't forget what used to happen in the industry then. Like I can remember a song like Congaso by Nice. If when he made that song, nobody was expecting another song from him the whole of that year.
yes,
It was the next year. So that's how the industry was.
some,
Like
some songs used to carry them for like 2 years.
2
Yes.
years. But
That
right
song
now,
can still play today.
Yeah, no,
like
right-
it's crazy.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So right now you release a song today. Within 3 weeks, somebody is asking you, when are you releasing a new song?
I said, what the fuck, man?
So, and the reason being that those songs that were made those days, just listen to those songs that were made those days. African Queen, Congaso, Yori Yori, like
Yeah.
a P-Square songs that time, Flavor, Ashawo. So many, I can name a lot of them.
timeless songs.
If you still play it today,
People
it's
It
will
bangs.
Timeless.
It bangs.
you know, and you know why? That time, we don't have the luxury of having a studio in your house.
Oof.
Like right now
Oh.
in Lagos, anytime we want to record, we just
You
go
just-
downstairs, open the door, record.
Yeah.
But then you have to book for a studio section. We only have 2 studios in Enugu that time,
Oof.
and we are even coming from Nsukka. Sometimes our transport money will not be complete. When we board the bus stops. We go use leg.
Are you
Finish
serious?
the whole thing. Yes, now. So. And then you have to time your studio
studio
section.
time,
So let's say
yeah.
your studio time is from 12 o'clock to 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Within that period, you must finish everything.
So your craft has to be on point.
If you don't finish it,
Yeah.
it's
So
finished.
no playing around.
No playing around. And then again, before that, there's nothing like send me beats. No.
Oh.
You write everything, prepare it from chorus, everything.
And then you go to the studio.
you now go
and
to the
then
studio.
you sing it.
Yeah.
Big
And then
A,
you
let's
sing
say
over
Big-
and
let's
over
say-
again.
Let's say Big A is the producer. You have 6 hours to do this, so Big A is the producer now. You just they sing it. Big girl will just play. Oh, yeah, stop. There's something is in my head now. You come out.
It was
You
too
had 6
manual.
hours.
It was too manual then. But I asked myself a question. This technology is good.
It's good, yeah.
Know that because of technology, music, you can make music anywhere, in your
Anytime.
bathroom, in the on board, flying to anywhere. You can do it. But the quality now dropped.
Yeah.
Why?
Because then you guys took your time to make
It was a
the
craft. It was a craft.
No,
You took
right
your
now,
time to
once
do- because by the time you go into that studio, you have
You-
only 4 hours. You do
Yes.
all your writing at home.
Oh, it's
You do
true.
most
It's true.
most of your recording on your phone. Then when you get to the studio, it's
It's
easier.
true. It's true.
But now you're at home. Everybody's lazy.
Everybody.
I mean, open laptop.
once they send beats.
And it's true because it's easy to promote now. Once you
Yeah.
finish, you just drop it. Once you finish, you do. But before you think about promotion, oh my God,
you
you take your
You
time.
will go to the whole radio station.
Then you still have to go to Alaba.
Of course, but it was crazy, man. Imagine we had more quality songs then, but the pay was very little.
Yes.
Yeah,
Imagine
now-
like you
now
would do
it's-
a whole
it's flipped.
album and sell it to a promoter, a marketer for 5 million naira. He will own the album.
No, now 5 million is your big.
Forever.
You're big.
Then
You're
if
big.
you price you 5 million, then you're,
You're
a big
big
guy
now, yeah.
now. They start from
Yori
1.5
Yori was
to
sold for 5 million, I think.
Okay.
What does the future really hold for Brackets?
We're just hoping that we work with a lot of artists, and we are hoping not to stop anytime soon. Because sometimes people will just keep you on that legendary status, and like you don't want to. So some artists will tell you, "I don't want to be a legend."
Please
But
leave,
once you
take
keep-
your legendary.
Once you keep that person as a legend, it's not working anymore.
You have
Your
retired.
legend
You've
shit.
retired.
They've retired.
Yeah.
And one good thing I will say that has happened to us for the past how many years is that we kept on working.
Okay.
Right? We still release music till date. The ones that don't know some of our new songs are the ones that are really not our fans.
Okay.
But we know that the ones that are our fans, because the last time I remember the last show we went to in Maryland, they actually reminded us of a lot of songs that we even forgot we wrote. We were on stage for almost 2 hours. These ones will sing, so we were like, we wrote this song, we wrote this song. And so there's nothing like that, because if I look at our catalog and see that we have over how many songs? Over 53 songs or so. Some I don't even remember anymore. So I think the future is more like we are willing to collaborate with anyone. Do you understand? And you can never say no to some certain things, especially when it comes to a younger artist. If a younger artist now decide to use Yori Yori for a sound or do so, we are open to it.
Okay.
Because a very good example is this thing that Thames did with that "Love Me, JJ, Love Me." Imagine if the guy said, "Don't use my song." That song won a Grammy. So
Right.
there are songs that are timeless.
Yes.
So you can still use it to do that. So I mean, we are open. The future is that Bracket we'll go walk till we begin use walking stick.
Of course, now nobody is giving up. We'll never give up. We'll keep working, and then collaboration, and then do a song like Bracket songs,
Exactly.
And then you heard it here first. I am going to get that 13 part. He said it was 13. I will get. You heard it here first. I will get it again, and I don't care how old I am. I am going to come out, please.
which is beautiful.
And there's something I wanted to ask. I remember at some point you had cancer.
Oh, yeah,
and that
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
put a hold in you guys' career
Yeah,
for
then.
a minute. What really happened?
Oh, but it was like a time of my life that I will never forget. But I had the people around me, they showed me love, because it was like this. We had like a planet was still there, and we had our manager Nazi, and then with Smash, normally we make money, we share, and everybody will keep theirs. But they had to bring all those money together and took me to the hospital.
Wow.
I really, really appreciate them for that. It wasn't easy because even I was looking at Smash changed. He doesn't even take care of himself anymore. If you see his afro,
He was worried about you.
he was, of course. Now everybody was worried about me, but thank God I survived.
Yeah.
Cancer is not the problem; it's the treatment. But people
Yeah.
don't know the process is deadly, my brother.
Really?
They first started with my spine. I don't know what they are doing there. They understand. They asked me to spoon myself, and then they put that needle. I was like, what are you doing? First of all, I was asked to sign a form that if anything happened to me,
It's not their
I won't hold them responsible. I had no option. I signed.
And where did you get the treatment from?
In London.
In London,
London, okay.
yeah, it's called the Wellington Hospital, in London. So it was crazy. So I nearly passed from the treatment. At some point, I lost so much blood that my heart started beating so fast. So I had to call the doctor, and I was admitted in the hospital immediately for 1 day for a blood transfusion. You know, so and a lot of money was spent. Oh my God, a lot of money. But thank God I'm here now.
Yeah.
And I was so lean that you could see my ribs.
Like what he said, like when he started, just you see, this life is very funny.
Very.
I remember what they drink when they rain that time for Nigeria, just Alomo bitters.
Alomo.
I don't joke with that drink. That time. Me, I will just drink it, go outside, play football, enjoy, drink beer with my guys while I come back. This one, fitness specialist, he's always running,
working out,
always going to the hospital to check himself. I've never been to the hospital for 1 day.
It's crazy.
I'm telling you, I said,
It's
I've
crazy.
never been to the hospital for. So sometimes I see him go to the hospital, bring some kind of medication. I be think he was not sick. He was just taking care of himself.
Yeah.
Like this hospital where he always go. Say no. Say that one. He was dating one girl. That time my babe said you should be checking yourself. I said okay. With the person doing all those things,
he got sick.
At some point, I saw that this guy was, getting slimmer every day. Like this thing no be joking again. I'm like, so he went to the hospital. They can't even, they don't know what's wrong with him. So one of the doctor kept on giving him one kind of medication that we don't understand.
No, I went to Yaba now to
that Yaba
quack
hospital.
doctor.
Exactly.
The guy, he checked me for like almost 2 months. And then one day I told him, please, I'm dying. What is wrong with me? He said, okay, wait. I don't know what he wrote. And he said, you have Staphylococcus species. I said, okay, what do we do now? He gave me medication. I started taking it. A Planet saw me and say, oh boy, your eyes is turning yellow. I'm telling you, that's what, like I was dying, literally.
I think I remember when Vas came to me and he said, this thing where they happened to me, I think is no longer normal. Something is not right. So A Planet suggested that we have to go to a hospital. I don't want to call their name there, but one of the biggest hospitals in the VI. We went there. They started, they took the blood sample. They started with some kind of this. They didn't treat him because they don't know what they are. They have to know what they are working on. So each day in that hospital alone, like for him to sleep pass a night is more like you're in the hotel room. That time a night is 50,000. So he spent almost 2 weeks. Jeez. So after a while, they said they sent his blood to South Africa.
Yes.
So this was in September. So we were meant to have a show in Burkina Faso. I will never forget that, where they paid us. That show was almost, I don't want to call figure share, but let's say they paid us 5 naira for the show. Right? So, and the money was huge. These people came to the hospital. We had to confirm that he was truly sick. So we have to now send that money to Flavor. Flavor went for that show,
Oh wow!
So it was the wife of the president that had that show, and the stadium was filled up. Like we regretted but I mean you have to save your life first.
Your life, yeah.
So funny enough, we are there September, November, December. The blood test, no sample has come out. So
6 months.
I had to, after we went to, and he was still performing with, we are still going to shows.
No, what happened is they gave me a pain relief. They gave me pills just to deal with. Do you know what happened? Like, I would be so fucked up. But what I used to do is I would drink alcohol and take this pain relief. And I will have some little life. But after that energy, this thing wears off. Oh my God, I will go back to be a dead man.
It was after our show in Australia. That was when I said, Vas, we are no longer performing anymore. Let's find out what is wrong with you. I went to the hospital myself. I went to the doctor that was taking care of him. I told the doctor, since September, this guy hasn't been treated and he's going down every day. So if anything happens to him, I will hold you guys responsible. That doctor now said, you know what? I was very serious. I was dead serious. The doctor knows that this one said, don't mad. So the doctor now said, do you guys have a visa? We said yes.
No,
he said, I suggest you
bro,
go to-
remember before he said that, it was a nurse that, because they checked everything, they couldn't find one thing that was wrong with me. A nurse suggested ultrasound. Why don't you do ultrasound on him? The doctor now said okay, and then just like you do to pregnant woman to check a baby, that's what they did to my tummy, and then that's when they found out that there's a leaf growing in my body, and then the doctor now check here, and then it's already everywhere here.
Yeah.
So they now had they had a surgery here.
Yeah.
They removed one of the leaf to know if it's cancerous, and then it's cancerous.
But they didn't find out yet because it was still in South Africa.
Yes,
When
yes.
they
Blood
now
test.
confirmed it was cancer, was in UK.
Yes,
We
yes,
traveled
yes.
to UK.
Wow.
And funny enough, like Big A was asking, we went to London this week, which is, let's say we went to London on Monday. The treatment started on Thursday. Immediately. Because of the equipment they had. They just checked him, so the doctor started taking care of him immediately.
Yes, let's also thank Mr. Ibu's brother,
Yes, Frank. Exactly.
Frank made it easy for me, because it would have been like if you go to London, you have to wait. I'm not a citizen, so it's going to be difficult, So Frank now called somebody that knows a doctor that knows the doctor. That's how it all started.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
But I thank God that treatment started at the time it started.
Started,
If
yeah.
I had
You waited.
waited, oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could
Now
have been
another
crazy.
story.
Nah. So let's
You
close.
guys have been on tour, and you guys are on tour. You're doing about 2 cities with Davido. And what are your expectations? Are you guys ready to wow the stage, wow the audience?
Of course. Yeah, I know that we are the OGs, but you know they fear anybody.
Oh,
I like
soldier never
that.
dies,
I
man.
like that.
You know they fear anybody.
You know the
Yeah.
good thing is that one thing I like about most of our songs is that when we start performing, some people be
They'll-
like, oh,
they'll-
wow.
You'll be
They-
shocked. You'll be shocked the reaction.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. The good thing about being an OG is you know what you're doing.
Of course.
Yeah.
No,
So
of
like,
course.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You-
Any arena when you're an
OGs
OG,
are not. They are not carried away.
No.
And there's this particular relationship you guys have with David. I think he loves you guys. He's always, always talking about you guys, and always he just wants you guys. How did that relationship start? How come you guys don't have a song?
Smash
together?
will tell it well. So
I think whatever you see David doing now is actually who David has always been, because David his heart is so pure, but I feel bad for him at times, because he's a human being. So when people go for him on the internet and all, he had to respond,
Yeah.
because some people feel like probably what he's doing is they might misunderstand it for chasing clout.
Yeah.
David, from day one, how we met David was, the first place we met David was in Club Johnson. That's Don Jazzy's brother, the Prince. Yeah, he was the owner of the club then at some point. So we went to the club. I remember David was a beat maker. I don't know if you guys still remember. When you heard that, what's the name of that song he did with Neto C? What's it called? Back when?
Okay.
When before the song starts, you go to on the beat is Davido.
yes,
Yes,
yes.
now. So he was a bit. So the guy then he was a hustler.
He
So-
did Damiduro too.
Yes,
He
no.
did
So
that
I'm trying to talk about that.
Yeah.
So we went to that Club Johnson and we met them. He was so excited with B-Reg, Rambo, all of the whole team were there. And he said, I have a new song. He told me I have a new song. They are going to play it in this club now. Omo, they just played Damidora. I said, yeah. So we all the song was banging. In fact, he now had to say he saw the joy. He had brought 2 bottles of whiskey, dropping the table. Everybody was just vibing. That was the first place we heard Damidora. And after that, we planned on working with him. Do you remember the song we wanted to work with him on? There was a
Alive.
No. That,
Okay, the
aside from
first one.
Alive, was
Okay, yeah.
Brother Wale.
Brother
So, crazy thing is, when we spoke to David about the song, we now fixed a date. He said, okay, he's going to come the weekend. So that weekend, I was already telling him, okay, let's go and buy so drink, buy this one, we'll package it. When another artist is coming, we want to take care of them very well,
now.
for them to actually open their mind to work.
Yeah.
So when he got closer to where we were staying, he called me, say, Smash, I don't need close. I said, okay. So I came out. So he was now driving behind me. He was driving down his white Camaro then. So he was driving behind me to the house. So we got to the house. I said, "Oh, I don't know you guys are staying in Lekki." Bire said it's a Yaba. Bire said you guys are staying in Yaba. I said, "Oh, but Bire was right because we were staying in Yaba. So we recently moved to Lekki then." He came alone. Only David. He drove alone to the house. And went in there, we brought the drink, one big drink then, we brought it. He now looked at the drink, he said, "That's Alomobi, that's when I get that." And then he was there freely, voiced the song and left. And then before we started looking for him for the next song, unfortunately, the guy that produced that song, one Enugu boy, he said, "Nah, be like sir, I don't lose the flash drive."
Guy,
Be like sir, I lose the
I nearly lost
somebody
it on
died.
Serious.
And you know the crazy thing, you can't even be able to hold David then again. David
No.
was so hot. He was
He was
already
gone.
like you can't.
Yeah.
You know. And
But I think you guys are gonna work against him.
yeah,
mean, you're
hopefully,
working
hopefully.
tonight.
he came back for the another song. Remember?
Yeah,
For
that
Alive.
was alive. Yeah.
You know,
that was
but-
alive.
You know,
It's gonna
he.
happen. It's meant to
Yeah.
happen. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So, guys, thanks for being here today. You know, you guys are like family. You're
Yes,
always welcome
indeed.
at a friend.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
so-
you.
And
Thank you.
yeah,
All right.
thank you.
And this
next
is
time.
our Africa award. Like, our award.
All right. Thanks, guys.